Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Our topic is training. Lot of trainings we do to learn more and more. But let's see what is the training. What is the benefit of training? Training. Life has a beginning and an end. Training is continual program. Right? Training starts from the lap of the mother. It continues till graveyard. That if the people keep on learning, they are updated. If they stop learning, their progress stops. If you want to keep on progressing until end of your life, then keep on learning new technology, new equipment, new things, all keep on learning. The definition of learning is a learning process that involves the acquisition of knowledge, sharpening of skills, concept, rules, or changing of attitude, behaviors to enhance the performance of employees. Why the training is given? To have the new employee, to keep him productive, to make him productive without making any instant accident, any injury. So training is very important. It's a very simple definition of training. If you are fishing, somebody is hungry, he comes to you, you give him fish, it means you are helping for one-time meal. But if you give him technology, teach him that how to catch the fish, that means you are going to help someone not to be a beggar, to help him to be he can earn by right mean, he can also earn by fishing and teach the same to their children. So he will be earning for living by, and he will not be beggar. So always transfer the technology, give the training, teach the people how to earn. Another simple, a smart but trained force is more better than a big but untrained force to face any type of emergency and disaster. Suppose you have ERT, emergency response team. They are well trained. They are 10 people. Okay. So they are better. If you just hire 100 people from Dammam, Hobart, Jubail, you from any supplier, you get 100 people. They will not be so productive, so active, so responsible. Those 10 people who are well trained, then they will give you the better output. They will save the employee injuries, they will save the casualties, they will guide the people to go have evacuation in a safe area. So they will be helpful in a case of emergency who are well trained. Actually, training is an investment. Training maximizes efficiency, keeps costs down. Investment today is likely to be a better position your business in the future. So it's actually an investment. You are investing very little, but you will have a better efficiency. Cost will be less. Suppose no casualty, no accident, no injury, nobody going to hospital. You are paying nothing. And if their people are injured or killed, they are going on vacation, they are going to hospital. It means you have to bring some people from supplier to pay more, or you have to give a overtime. You are going to pay more per product. Then cost per product will be more. If there is no exchange, no injury, the same shift, the people are getting the normal salaries, giving the proper output, it means per product, cost will be less. Then company will have a profit, business will be better, then it will be easy to give a bonuses, increment to the employees. So it is actually a investment. The cost of compliance. 1 hour of effective training could save the employees 10 hours. Employees 10 hours can be saved by 1 hour training. If you give a best 1 hour training to the people, you save 10 hours. If you give 10 hours of work and save company, if 100 hours of necessary compliance paperwork. So the training, effective training can help you. The cost of compliance, 1 hour of effective training can save you employees 10 hours. Training education tells why. Build the foundation, establish importance, transfers general knowledge and explain natural and system consequences. The goal of safety education are to increase the knowledge and improve attitude, to improve the attitude, to improve the knowledge. And training shows how helps to build specific knowledge and skills, helps employees to perform safe procedure and practices. The goal of safety training are to increase knowledge and improve these skills. It will improve these skills. Next, experience improves. With the experience, helps the further increase knowledge. skills, attitude about safety in workplace. If you have safety in workplace, people are working safely and they are more skilled, they have good experience, they will minimize the accident incident, they will give you more production, better production without making accident incident, then you will have a less cost per product, you will profit, company is in profit, the business will improve. Effectiveness of training. From time to time, in an organization, special need arises. Organization meet those needs through a cost-effective manner. That is the training. Cost-effective manner is only the training. It is an easy, less time-consuming way to improve the people, to inform the people. It is an easy, less time-consuming way to inform the people. It is very necessary to provide the conventional training to new and young workers. Training programs raise efficiency and standard of performance in employees. So with the training, you improve the efficiency, you improve the knowledge of the people, you give the better experience, better experience people, give you the better output without making any accident and incident. There are different kinds of training. Number one is induction training. In induction training, when new employee comes, you have to give the induction training. It's important as it enables a new recruit to become productive as quickly as possible. It can avoid costly mistakes by recruits not knowing the procedure or technique of the new jobs. The length of induction training will vary from job to job and will depend upon the complexity of the job and the size of the business and the level or position of the job within the business. So induction training is very important. Whosoever joins, either is well experienced engineer, whatever education he has, but when he is joining a new organization, he must be sent for the induction training to learn about the business, learn about what hazards are there, what kind of people are there, what is his position. So he will be productive without making any injury accident. I give you an example. One man came here in one Saudi paper product company 15 years before. And he was asked to go for induction training. He told, I have a lot of experience and I can do it. He went there without induction. The very first day, his 4 fingers cut away. And he was wearing a socks, his sock for gloves, to hide it. So make a picture of his hand without fingers, how ugly it was looking. So that's why he was hiding. So that's why induction training is very important. Always have induction training. After that, when you have a induction training, then go on the job and work under some senior, under the supervision of some expert. That expert will guide you. After that, work alone. Induction training is important as it enables learning about the duties of the job. In induction training, meeting new colleagues, seeing the layout, the premises, learning the values and the aims of the business, learning about the internal working and policies of the business. These all will be taught in the induction training. So you have to learn about all, and you will have an introduction with the employees to learn about the business. Then next, another one, that is on the job training. After the induction training, that guy will be sent to with the senior guys who are expert. That guy will work under the supervision of the experienced guy. So that will be on the job training. When he completes on job training, then he will go to work. After some time, he may be called back to the class. That will be called off the job training. The occurrence with workers are taken away. This occurs when workers are taken away from this workplace to be trained. This takes place at training agency or local college, or through a larger firm have their own training center. Training can take the form of lectures, self-study, or can be used to develop more knowledge, skill and knowledge that can be used in variety of situations. Example, management skills program and these type of different training. So people already who got the induction training, they were working, they got on-job training with the seniors. After that, they were working. After some time, some changes, some SOP changes, some procedure changes or some machines changes, and they are called for again for the training. That training can be self-study, or there can be some type of lecture sitting in the training, or they can be sent to the training center to have better knowledge, to improve the skill, to improve their knowledge. So that is called the off-job training. Then on-job training is the cheaper one. to carry out. Training is very relevant and practical, dealing with the day-to-day requirement of the workers and take away from jobs, can still be productive. An employee who are new to a job role become productive as quickly as possible. For on-job training is very easy. They practically will work it, they will learn it, they can become productive as soon as possible. Then off-job training, they are taken back to the classes after some time when it is required. So never ever to go work anywhere without training. If you are trained for that, do the work for your trained, for your authorized, for your given a salary to work. So never ever do a job for which you didn't get a training. Please subscribe my channel and like it please, and send to your friends. So we have to learn the safety, we have to spread the safety, because our aim is to save the life. We have to save the life and to get the blessing of Allah. Thank you so much of you.